Welcome back. This is video 2 in the series of how to sell your farm products online. And today we're going to be talking about 3 ways to use Square to collect online payment. So let's dig in. So first we're going to talk about linking to a product. So you can just put one product out and send out a link to anybody that you would like, and they can pay with a credit card and purchase that product. The other option is to be sending out an invoice. So that's a little bit more custom per customer. And then the last item is to build an online store. So that's going to be a little bit more robust, and your online presence can live there as well. So before we get into each one of these, let's talk about Square a little bit more. So this is a credit card processing service. They will process all of the major credit cards. So you are able to send out a link or an invoice or have that online store, and people can be using their credit card versus sending you a check or paying in cash. So this is really nice to open up your sales, especially during this time when we're not having events and people aren't able to handle money as easily. They can just use a credit card and be purchasing from you online. So the first thing that you're going to do is just get onto their website, squareup.com. Create an account if you don't have one yet. Their accounts are free, so you can set it up for free. Each transaction, they do take a cut from that. So the account's free. Each transaction, you'll be paying a percentage for that processing fee. And then the third thing is linking your bank account to your Square account, so that they can be paying you. So your customer pays Square, and your Square transfers that money into your bank account. All right, well, let's dig into how we can be using Square to be collecting payments. So the first option here is our linking to a specific product. So we can just set up one product through Square, get a link, send that over to a customer, and they can pay with a credit card. So this is kind of the screen that they see. It's your company's name. It's going to be the product name, the price. So it's very simple, very easy, but this is a great way if you're only selling one product. It's kind of word of mouth. You don't have a website or an online presence set up yet. This is a great way to still be collecting payment kind of remotely. So you can set up your item and then just send out that link. So let's get into Square and look at that a little bit more deeply. So once we get onto squareup.com, up in the right-hand corner, click on Sign In. And if you don't already have an account, you can set that up right here. I'll click on Sign In and get into mine. This is just a new account, so nothing's really set up here, but what you can do when you create your account is go up to the setup guide, and this is going to walk you through a couple different steps, including how to link your bank to your Square account and get paid. Then over on the left-hand side, these are all of the main areas that you're going to be utilizing through the platform, and one of those is called Items. So let's click on Items. And this will bring us into our item library. So you can add multiple items in here to sell. If we keep going down the list, there's also this taxes area. So if your state collects taxes, you can add that in here. If you include your taxes into the product for that final price, you can specify that per item as well. I'm actually just going to get into settings here and click on the online checkout. And this is where we're going to create that one product to link to. So we'll click on the top option here, the online checkout, and create our checkout link. So this is going to enable us to create that very simple area. So we can do a farm box or whatever you're selling. Put the amount in there. So we'll just say 300 for the full season. Create link. And now we have this product, and this custom URL link. So we can copy this. And I'm just going to open up a new tab just to show you what that looks like. So you can send this link out and anybody can access this. And it's going to load up through a new page and they can pay with Google Pay or use a credit card here. So very simple, very easy to collect a credit card on one item. If you're going to get into something a little bit more complex, we can talk about invoicing. So let's dive into invoicing a little bit. So for our invoicing option, this is a little bit more custom. So instead of just having one product that's a standard price that you can send out to anybody, if you can do an invoice for something that's a little bit more custom, or if you have multiple products, you can include them into one invoice. This can be a one-time invoicing, or it can also be a reoccurring. So if you would like to have monthly payment, an invoice is an awesome option because it's just automatically reoccurring. You don't have to think about sending out another invoice to get paid, especially when it's a busy season. So setting this up for a reoccurring payment is an option as well. So on my slide here, I just have a quick little screenshot of one that I've done. So we can have our logo on there, our company name, and then for mine, this was for an egg delivery. I do an egg subscription. So for April through June, this is weekly. It has the date, and then I kind of blanked out the rest of the name and the information, but you can do the bill to, have their email, a little note, and then it gets into the product. So I did add eggs as an item in Square with the pricing, and then it gets into the sales tax and total. And then I just email that. So invoicing is something that you're going to email to your customer, and then they can pay on that. It also has reminders. So if they don't pay within 7 days, or you can set that increment, it will automatically email them a reminder. So it's great to set it and forget it and get paid. So this is, again, great for custom pricing, multiple products, or something that's a little bit unique. So let's dive back into Square and I'll show you how to set that up. So getting back into Square, we're still in that online checkout. So I'm going to click on the menu and we can click on invoices here. Over in the right hand area, we can create an invoice. And then it will just bring up this form that we can fill out. We can add the name and email address, a title. We can change the invoice ID, make it a larger number. People think that you're selling a lot. So you just continue filling out all of this information and then just send that to your customer. So pretty easy. You can preview it before you send it. You can save it as a draft and come back to it later. So it's a very nice, easy way to collect payment on a custom order. So the final option in Square is to actually set up an online store. So let's dive into that next. So with Square, you can build that online store very easily, and it really just sets it up to be kind of a mini website for you. You can add your logo and your branding. You can put all of your items on there. So if you have a lot of different products or even just a couple different products, it's nice to have this online presence where you can talk about you, your farm, what you're offering, where they can get it, and how they can contact you. Square also offers options for you to ship the product, for the customer to pick it up, or a deliver option. So all three are really nice, especially in this time when people aren't typically going to a farmer's market or going to events and that type of thing. So shipping your product, having it available for pickup or delivery are really good options to meet your customers where they are. So we're going to get right back into Square and talk about how to set this up. All right, I'll get out of this invoice and click on our menu again and go down to The very bottom here, you just keep going down the list to online store. And this is actually going to open up Weebly.com. So Square is partnering up with Weebly to create this online presence for you. So it's kind of like a web page and shopping cart all in one. So we can get in and design a website here. So again, over on the left-hand side are the main menu items. So we can get into the website section and edit the site. And it's a very simple layout. So over on the left-hand side, you'll have these different sections, and you can add and remove any one of these. So you can go to the 3 dots and move that. You can duplicate it or you can delete it. So we can change maybe location, we'll put right down towards the bottom. We can also add sections. So they do enable us to add additional featured item sections, video, text, photo galleries, forms, and so forth. So you can make this pretty tailored to whatever you'd like to communicate there. And then for those featured items, this is going to be your product listing, so you can add new items in here. And you can just create new items in here. They don't have to be in Square first. You can just go right in here and start adding the title, the price, the description, add a nice image in here, and then offer shipping, pickup, or both. Pickup and delivery are under that same section. So if you don't have something for shipping, but you do pickup and delivery, just do that pickup option. Pretty easy to add items in here, and then over on the left hand side you can just specify what you'd like changed. They do give you some different options on how things are presented. It is very simple, so you do have to work within their framework, but super simple, easy to get into, add your items, create a basic website there. And I actually created this for my Lone Mountain Farm, so I wanted to just show you that really quick. You can just do one page with everything on it, or you can have multiple pages. This first page is for my produce. And as I scroll down, you'll see that we have a text area, and then we have the featured items. So I have my produce options, I have a quote section, and then a gallery. There's an FAQ section, and then I have a featured item area again, so people can learn about it, and then by the end they can shop or ask us any questions through that form. We have a connection with Instagram, and then our location as well. And down here we also have this icon for Facebook Messenger, so if anybody wanted to connect with us through that, they can click on it and ask us any questions through Facebook Messenger. So very easy to do one page. You can also do multiple pages. So we also have our farm craft beer. So I have that set up in a similar fashion, kind of some text and information on how this works. We have a video, and then we have our products. And once you click on a product, it will bring it up into a new window with more information. You can add it to the cart. And then it will also populate our little checkout area here too. All right, let me close out of this here and just bring you right back into our blank page. So as I showed, I had 2 pages on our editor section here. You'll see that we have our home page, and then we can add new pages. So you can just add another page and keep adding to this site if you would like. Now I'm going to close the editor, and that takes us right back to that Weebly kind of main page. And then underneath the settings, this is where you can control the checkout information, the email that's sent after somebody purchases, shipping information, the pickup and delivery, taxes, and you can sync with your Square account. Make sure everything is synced. It typically does it on its own, but if you don't see a product refreshing or coming into the Weebly options, you can just click that Square Sync, and that should help that connect with the items in your existing Square account. So there are a lot of settings here that you can get into, and you can manage your orders right through this section as well, and see what's coming in, what needs your attention, and go from there. So with those three options, Square is actually a very powerful tool for you to utilize collecting credit cards and getting those processed, making sales for your farm online, just by sending out a link, creating a custom invoice, or building that online store. So you don't need to have anything beyond just this credit card processing platform to make sales online. It's really easy, interactive, great for the consumer. Square is one of the top rated credit card processing platforms out there. So your customer has more faith in how you are managing their credit card information, how it's being stored, and so forth. So Square takes care of everything, so you don't have to worry about the safety of that credit card. Square takes care of all of that. So it's a great platform for security on your customer side and for you to be getting paid. So if you have any questions, let me know. My email is emily@cultivatingyourmarket.com. If you want to learn more, I do have a blog on my website, which is cultivatingyourmarket.com, with a lot of different how-tos. So that's a great resource. I also have online workshops on social media and how to use that for your business, as well as setting up a basic website and getting your farm online and getting your online presence established through a website. So that's a great one as well that plays into this Square tool. If you want to get into even more depth and custom work, I do one-on-one coaching. So just reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm here to help you out in all of your farm marketing needs and get you online and selling your products. Thanks so much and have a wonderful day.